Welcome to the era of the $100,000 off-road limousine. This is the 2026 GMC Yukon AT4 Ultimate. For years, the AT4 badge meant rugged capability, but for 2026, GMC added the Ultimate suffix, creating a vehicle for the person who wants to crawl over rocks while receiving a heated stone massage. I'm Sam for Future Wheel Reviews, and today we are stripping away the luxury to see if there's a real truck underneath, or if this is just a glorified minivan for people with expensive hobbies. Let's get into the mechanical truth. First, let's talk about the foundation. Underneath this fifth-generation chassis, GMC has finally ditched the solid rear axle across the board for a multi-link rear suspension. While the purists might cry, the reality is a massive 3.23 electronic auto-locking rear differential that looks beefier than anything in the segment. Because this is the Ultimate, we have the BWI-sourced adaptive air suspension. This system doesn't just cushion the ride. It can lift the entire 5,600-pound beast an additional 2 inches. We have aluminum knuckles to save unsprung weight, but let's be honest, if you hit a rock hard enough with these 20-inch wheels, that aluminum isn't going to be happy. Walking around the exterior, the 2026 changes are subtle but technical. The front bumper is high clearance, giving you a better approach angle, and it's protected by actual steel skid plating for the transfer case. However, there's a glaring omission. The fuel tank has no skid plate. In a vehicle marketed as an ultimate off-roader, leaving the fuel source exposed to jagged rocks is a bold choice by GMC. We do get real stainless steel quad exhaust tips. No fake plastic finishers here, though the mid-pipe now features an adaptive valve that restricts flow to change the exhaust note. It sounds great, but we have to wonder if it's choking the engine's true potential. Under the hood, we have the legendary 6.2L Ecotec 3V8. It's a small block masterpiece producing 420 horsepower and 460 pound-feet of torque. It's tucked halfway under the wiper cowl for better weight distribution, but that makes maintenance a bit of a jigsaw puzzle. The engine features direct injection, a forged steel crankshaft, and an 11.5-to-1 compression ratio. It's paired with the 10L 8010-speed transmission, a joint venture between GM and Ford that can handle up to 800 Newton-meters of torque. It's a proven powertrain, but in 2026, the throttle response feels a bit lazy in normal mode. You really have to bury your foot to wake up those 8 cylinders. Inside, the contrast is jarring. You're surrounded by super soft black leather, Bose speakers built directly into the headrests, and a massage menu that feels like a spa appointment. The center display is absolutely gargantuan, dominating the dash with a robot park assist and full vehicle status menus. For the passengers, it's a flying cinema Bluetooth headphones, dual 12.6-inch screens, and even a flight path menu so the kids can track the ETA to the campsite. But look closer and you'll find the truck roots. There's still some hard plastic from the Sierra parts bin, which feels a bit cheap when you've just signed a 6-figure check. So, how does it actually drive? On the road, it's a boat, but a very fast one. The nosedive under heavy braking is significant, but the 4-piston front calipers do a surprising job of bringing all that mass to a halt. When you take it into the dirt and engage off-road mode, the torque management becomes aggressive. It claws through mud with the Goodyear Wrangler Territory all-terrain tires, but you can feel the weight. It's neutral through corners, but it's a big unit to send around a trail. The hill climb is where it shines. In 4 low and maximum ride height, it creeps up inclines like it's driving through a mall parking lot. The body-on-frame construction means it can do real truck things that unibody European rivals simply can't. The big question remains, who is this for? It's too expensive to truly beat up on the trails without crying over every paint scratch. Yet it's too truck-like to be a pure luxury limo. GMC is missing a smaller, body-on-frame SUV to compete with the 4Runner or Bronco, so they've overcompensated by making the Yukon do everything. It's a $100,000 Swiss Army knife that might be too pretty to actually use. What do you think? Would you take this $102,000 AT4 Ultimate into the deep woods, or is this just a driveway trophy? Comment below. Make sure to hit subscribe to Future Wheel Reviews for the most honest tech breakdowns on YouTube. I'm Sam, and I'll see you in the next one.